What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our first deck profile for the BT22 format. Cyber Eden is here. We're enjoying a sleuth of new BT22 decks. See what I did there? Cyber Sleuth. But we have so many good options to choose from, and we started with our personal favorite, which is UlforceVeedramon. We've played this in prior formats. It's always such a great deck, and the new support really gives this deck some new life, which we were loving to see, and we thought this has got to be the first deck that we're going to put out there. So hey, let's get into it. Let's talk about this deck. Let's look at what we've changed up since the last time we've done it. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, without further ado, we have our Digi-Eggs, and we're just playing the 4 Demi-Vmon. This is a deck where usually your second stack is either winning you the game or losing you the game. So we don't need 1-4. So I'm going with the promo Demi-Vmon. When any of your blue tamers are played, draw 1. This is nice because it can get you a piece that you need if you have to play down a blue tamer and you don't have your whole stack. So I like that rather than the when attacking, draw 1, because both are good. This one's always going to go off in this deck. So I feel like it's good, and it's really thematic of an egg as well. Starting with our level 3s, we are playing 4 copies of the BT11 Vmon, which searches, reveals on play top 3. Add 1 Digimon with Veedramon in name and 1 blue tamer card among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom deck in order. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you play a blue tamer, gain a memory. And we're going to play 4 of the new Vmon. The your turn when this Digimon would digivolve into a Digimon card with Veedramon, its name, reduce the cost by 1. So digivolve into all your Veedramons for cost 1. And then all turns when this Digimon with Veedramon, its name, would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects. By suspending this Digimon, it doesn't leave. So that's cool because it's better than Evade, because it just has a little bit of extra protection there. So that's kind of good. And we have 2 copies of the EX1 Vmon. He has the really good inheritable. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase, gain a memory. So he's just good if you're going to build up your guy in the back in the stack. Just really good to have. So that's it. Just the 10 level 3s. The only thing I might change is in the future, depending on testing and other things that I've been doing, I might want to bump up, maybe put in a copy or 2 of the Warp Vmon from the starter deck. But right now, I'm finding the consistency of this deck is fine. I don't feel like you need it, so we're just going to stick with that for right now. Moving on to level 4s, we play 2 of the Veedramon from BT11, which has the your turn once per turn when 1 of your blue tamers is played, draw 1. Not always going to come up, very rarely. It's usually more of a build in the stack card, but also has the inheritable. When 1 of your blue tamers are played, gain 1. We're playing 2 of the new Veedramon from BT22, which is when digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play a tamer card with Veedramon and its text from your hand without paying the cost. This is your Renas, this is your Tai V-Tamer. They all have Veedramon in text, so that's really good. It also has the same inheritable as the BT22. All turns once per turn when this Digimon with Veedramon in its name would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects. By suspending this Digimon, it doesn't leave. So that's really good. And then, of course, we play 4 copies of the promo Veedramon, the really expensive card, which is on play when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Veedramon in its name and 1 blue tamer card. So same searcher ability as the Vmon from BT11, and then it's inheritable as your turn once per turn when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain a memory. So another good memory gain, inheritable. And that is it for our level 4s, just the 8 level 4s, but really good. Finally have some really good Veedramons, so I find that's nice, because before you only had like the 1. We're playing 4 copies of Arrow Veedramon from the new set, and he digivolves on a level 4 with a CS trait for 3, which means you can digivolve on other CS trait stuff, but for the purposes of this deck, it still digivolves for 3. It has an inheritable, or has an on-play when digivolving. Return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck, and then end of your turn, once per turn, one of your blue Digimon or Tamers may unsuspend. And it has the all turns inheritable. When this Digimon with Veedramon's name suspends, if you have a blue Tamer, you may unsuspend this Digimon. This Digimon may unsuspend. So extra checks with your all force is always good. This gets you an extra check without your Renas, so it increases your ability to attack. And with the new Rena, you can attack with him for a check of his own. So he basically, you can get 2 extra checks, and it makes it so you have to have less Renas to do the OTK. And we'll kind of show you what I mean at the end of the video. And then I play 3 of the old UlforceVeedramon from BT11, which has the main ability. By suspending this Digimon, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add all blue Tamers among them to your hand, place the rest on the bottom of your deck. So this helps you get a bunch of Tamers in your hand, especially if you need Tamers to go off. He suspends himself so that the all force ability goes off, and then he has the when attacking, activate one of your Rena Shinomiya's on play effects, which can be good, especially with the new Rena and its on play effect. So that's always nice. But you definitely want to see the new UlforceVeedramon, as it lets you check for game faster. But I still like 3 because I think 7's a good number, and I don't necessarily want to have less than that. But that's kind of how I'm feeling about it right now. For your level 6s, we're playing the OG All Force from BT11. I guess he's not really the OG because there's one back in BT2, but the OG when the deck got really good, which is when digital, you may play a blue Tamer from your hand without paying the cost. Your turn, when you play a blue Tamer, unsuspend this Digimon, which is not once per turn, which is why we play this guy, because he's busted. And then your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, return one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon to the bottom, or to its owner's hand for every blue Tamer you have in play, which isn't necessarily good with ace cards or other things like that, but you can add one to the max level this Digimon can choose with this effect for every Tamer, basically. So you just need 3 Tamers, and you can bounce to level 6. So yeah. We play 2 of the new UlforceVeedramon Ace, which can also help you OTK, but the other one's just better. So it can Blast Digivolve for 3. Also, Blast Digivolve for 4. Can Digivolve on a CS trait. Digimon for 3. So I think your new UlforceVeedramon, it's better on that. On play, when Digivolving, activate one of the effects below, which is return one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the bottom of the deck. So this is kind of nice because it's bottom decking, which is better than returning to the hand. Or you may play a cost 4 or lower blue Tamer from your hand without paying the cost. So it plays your Renas. It plays any of your Tamers, basically, in the deck, the Tamers we run. When attacking once per turn, this Digimon may unsuspend. So the cool thing about this is, you can activate the when Digivolving effect, but you can only do it once per turn. So he gets 1 unsuspend, and then the Renas can help you unsuspend, and then UlforceVeedramon can help you unsuspend. Although it's the when attacking is once per turn. So you can use his other when Digivolving to bottom deck stuff or play more Tamers. So take your pick. He's not as good, but you can still have OTK potential with him. And of course, you have overflow with him. And we play 2 copies of Ulforce X-Antibody, which digivolves on Ulforce for 1. When digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon or one of your blue Tamers. All turns once per turn. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended, if you have a blue Tamer in play, or this Digimon has UlforceVeedramon in its digital cards, pretty easy to make this happen. Return one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to owner's hand. Again, the hand's not as good, but it does clear the board to help you basically attack for game. And then we play 1 Omnimon X-Antibody, because no OTK is... sometimes you need that extra push to go for game, so it is your OTK card. I don't want to play 2 of it. I think 1's good enough. I mean, I could potentially drop something to play 2, but I just, at this point, I don't know what I drop. because I like the ratios. Like I said, the thing that I drop the most is a level 5, one of the old UlforceVeedramons from BT11, but I just like having 7 level 5, so I don't know if I would actually do that. So that is your line. We also have our tamers, of course. Arena, gotta play 4 of BT11 Arena. It's so good. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon with a Vmon or Veedramon in its name gains blocker and evade. On play, all turns when one of your Digimon with Veedramon in its name become suspended. So when you go to its swing, by suspending this tamer, activate one of that Digimon's when Digivolving effects. It's better on the BT11 guy, but still good on the BT 22, the ace, but you can't use his, because you can only use the one ability once, so that's, yeah. And then your turn once per turn, when one of your blue Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain a memory. So it helps you gain memory to maintain turn. So that's why it's good with the BT11 guy, because when you just summon him, you get to play her, and then you gain memory. So you're always digivolving for at least 3 off of her instead of 4. Plus then with some of your inheritables, even less. So hopefully you can maintain turn. We're playing 3 of the new Arena, which is the one that has made this deck a little bit more viable. It's a memory tamer, so you don't need to play Davis's. I don't play Davis's because I am against any cards that put Renas on the bottom of your deck, which Davis's do, which memory boosts do. There's better cards to play, and you'll see in a second. So it's memory tamer. On play, when one of your Digimon with Veedramon in its name, it gets plus 3,000 DP until your opponent's end, so it makes your guy big. And then your turn, when one of your Digimon with Veedramon in its name attacks, by returning this tamer to the hand, that Digimon gains jamming for the turn. So jamming, really, really good. And it starts you off with 3 memory, so it helps you go into your plays really easily. So I think you need at least 3 copies of that. Last thing we're playing, of course, is 2 TIE V-Tamers, and I'm playing this over playing something like Davis, because again, Davis puts Renas on the bottom of the deck. I know it searches out 3 and you get to add a blue card, but unfortunately, I don't think that's good enough, especially now that you have a new memory tamer with the new Rena. And this one, if you have a Digimon with Veedramon in its name, by suspending it, you can activate one of the effects below, which gives it plus 1,000, or you can draw 1, which is almost the same thing as Davis. It's getting you an extra card. Of course, yes, you're not revealing 3, but it's still getting you an extra card, and not putting your Arenas on bottom. And, it also is searchable with your Vmon and Veedramon effects, because it is a blue tamer card. It's even searchable with things that target a Veedramon. So it's not target, but the new Veedramon from BT22 can play this for free off of his when Digivolving effect, because it has Veedramon in text. So I like that. So I think that's got better synergy with the deck. So that's kind of why we're doing that. That's our tamers. So it's 9 tamers. Feels a little bit lackluster for this deck, but the spacing is actually really hard, because we want to play 4 mental training, because this is the card that helps you reduce Digivolution costs, so you can go up into your stack really fast and get your pieces. We also play 2 blue scramble, because it makes your UlforceVeedramon Digivolutions 1, and it makes your Ulforce 2. So really, really good, because it reduces it by 3. Actually, sorry, it doesn't make it 2. Sorry, it makes it 3 to Digivolve into Ulforce, because it's 4 cost. You reduce it by 3, so it's 1, and then the cost of this. It's 3 for Ulforce from BT11. And then lastly, I play 1 Hammer Spark, because Hammer Spark is money, and it's also good in security. Gain 2 memory, stop your opponent's turn, and then go off the next turn. So definitely good to have. And you have protection, you have evade protection, you have new protection, and the OTK is pretty simple here too. We'll just kind of go over that too. So you want the Arena on board to give you jamming. If you have a stack with at least 1 memory gain, and you have this guy here, say you go into him for 1, say you're at 2 memory, you go into him for 1 off of a training, or off of a go into him for 2, even if you're at 1, off of a scramble. You attack with him. You bounce her to give it jamming. You get 1 check. You go into the All Force from BT11. You play the better arena, but and you unsuspend. At that point, if you had 1 memory, you're at 3 on your opponent's turn. As long as you have at least 2 memory gain inheritables and her, you're gonna not pass turn. So you do need at least 2 memory with 1 memory gain inheritable, or 2 with 1 memory. So there's easy ways to go into it. So sometimes it's better to play the blue scramble and save the training for this, because then it's 2 cost and you only need 2 memory, which you can easily get. You usually have 1 memory gain inheritable plus the arena. He unsuspends. You can check again. You can use this inheritable to unsuspend, and then you can check again. 3 checks. Unsuspend with this. Play a Tamer. If you play another Tamer, you can do it again, and then you can go for your 4th check, and then UlforceVeedramon X-Antibody for 1, because you gain another memory. You're going to be at least at 1. You can then check 5, and then you just need, you can do it again if you had a 3rd arena. So either 3 arenas and this guy, and you have the OTK, or if you have the Omnimon, you have the OTK. So very easy to just put your opponent down to nothing really, really fast. I mean, the only thing you got to watch out for is potential, things like Hammer Spark or other things that come out of security that you need to watch out for. But really easy to just kill your opponent really, really fast. So that is the deck, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think this new All Force is even better? Do you like the jamming? Jamming is super good because it's free, and then at the end too, you can just play back this arena off his last when you run out of these, you play this off of the last one, and then you're set up for next turn for jamming again plus memory tamer. So it's a loop. It works really, really well. There's some great cards in this deck. They're really expensive, honestly. I've had this stuff all along, so I haven't had to rebuy these or buy these at the crazy prices they are. So that's the one thing about this deck, is it's super expensive, but it's got some really great cards, and I'm really excited to play this. And it's just a really fun deck. Bouncing stuff, OTKing, and playing your tamers for free is always really, really great. So tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think I did a pretty good job? Do you think I could have done something better? Do you think I should be running a second Omni X? Let me know your thoughts down below. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.